Yes, hello, and welcome to our next installment in our series of programs on playing card game Solitaire. We've got an item from one of our subscribers, a Kenny R at myspace.com, writes in to say, "Hey, card guy, how about a Solitaire card game that matches my lifestyle? I am a rule breaker, I am a risk taker, I am what you might call a gambler. I know when to hold them, I know when to fold them, I know when to walk away," and it just goes on like this for a while. Let me just cut to the chase, Kenny R, and tell you I've got just the game for you. It is called Double or Nothing, and I think you are gonna love it. Now for this one-pack game, we will be using a standard pack of cards, and as you know, it is 52 cards. There are 2 colors within the pack. There are 4 suits within the pack of cards, and there are 13 ranks per suit. You know it well, and they rank from ace through king. Now, of course, before we begin, it's always the reminder to grab those cards and go ahead and give them a good shuffle. What do I mean by a good shuffle? How about 7 times? Yes, you heard me, 7 times to shuffle to achieve the condition of maximum randomness, giving us the best opportunity for a nice, random, fresh pack of cards. Okay? So the very first thing we're going to do now is we're going to study the layout of our game called Double or Nothing. It's actually a unique game in how it is arranged in the foundations. So first, deal out 7 cards like you see here, like in an arch formation. This will form your tableau. There is only one foundation in this game. Place it in the center. What is your job during the course of the game? Well, you must cover it with cards from your pack or from the tableau, and you have to double the value. That's it. Now remember, in every suit, there are 13 cards that rank from ace through king, and they're generally face value. Ace is valued at 1, 2 is 2, and so on. 10 is 10, but remember now jack is valued at 11, the queen is valued at 12, and the king is valued at 13. Your job on the foundation is to double the value. So here's an example. If you began with an ace, which has a value of 1, and you are to double the value, well, 1 times 2 is 2. The next card you need to cover the ace is a 2. Now then, let's double the 2. That, of course, would be 2 times 2. The next card you place is a 4. Now, let's double the 4. Simple, yes? Makes it an 8. Now it gets tricky. When we double the 8 and we get to 16, remember, there are only 13 ranks per suit. So we take the 16, we deduct 13, and we place a 3 next. Now it's easy again. Go ahead and double the 3, you got it. It's a 6. Go ahead and double the 6, we need a 12. Now what is the 12th rank? Correct, it is a queen. The queen is the 12th card. Now, if it's time to double the queen, we have to double the 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Take away 13 cards for a complete series, and that comes to 11. Jack is the 11th card. Now let's double the 11. Now we get to 22. We're going to deduct the 13 points, so now we need a 9. Now let's double the 9. That's going to give us a value of 18. Go ahead and remove 13, and you are left with 5. 5 is the next card in the series. Double the 5, let's make it a 10. If we double the 10, we need to make it a 20. Well, take away 13 value and come up with a 7. That's the next card in the series, and now you're going to see us complete the cycle. Double the 7, comes up with 14. Remove 13 points, and you get back to the 1. You are back to the ace, you are back to the start, and you need to repeat it 4 times to win. Now, here is the sequence to remember. Ace, 2, 4, 8, 3, 6, queen, jack, 9, 5, 10, 7. What card is missing? You know it. The king never comes up in the sequence. Therefore, the kings are dead. When you get them, they can be of no value to you. Pretty interesting. So, back to the tableau. During the course of play, you will deal out cards from your stock. You will deal them off one at a time. Cards you do not use, you may place into a waste pile face up and use that card, and you are allowed 2 redeals. What do you think? Are you ready? Should we give it a try? Well, let's clear this table and give it a shot. Okay, well let's start with a nice clean surface here and play a round of double or nothing. You can see the couple of marks I've got there to stay in frame. I'm going to deal out 7 cards in a arch formation to create our tableau, something along these lines here. And then 1 card, only 1, will form our singular foundation, and it is a 9. So we have to double the 9. 18 minus 13. Do you remember the next card in the sequence? After the 9 comes a 5. If you're tired of making the calculations each time, do what I do. Have a little post-it note with the sequence, and this will certainly help facilitate the game. So let's double that 9. What we need now is a 5. There's the 5 from the tableau. Perfect. What's next? Double the 5 is a 10. We'll go ahead and place that card on our foundation, and now we need a 7. We don't see the 7, so go to your stockpile. Go ahead and replenish that tableau. And then let's start dealing off cards and look for that 7. We'll be forming a waste pile in the meantime until we find the card that we need. And there we go. The 7 is next. Perfect. Double the 7 minus 13 brings us back to the beginning of the sequence. We need an ace. Well, perfect. Right when we needed it. Ace is next. What is 1 times 2? Correct. It is 2. What's the next card that we need in our sequence? We're going to need a 4, so let's replenish that tableau, and then we're going to look for a 4, which is the next card we need in our foundation. We will be building up the waste pile as we do so. There we go. Now the 4 is in hand. What's double the 4? It is 8. What is double of 8? 16. Take away 13, and you really need a 3. We'll go through our stockpile looking for that elusive 3 that we need to continue the sequence. There it is. And we continue to do so on our foundation. 3 times 2 is 6. Very good. 6 times 2 is 12. The 12th rank is a queen. I like it. The next card in the sequence is a jack, and now we need a 9. We don't have one visible, so let's replenish our tableau with cards from our waste pile. And oh, perfect timing. There's the 9 waiting for us. We'll pick up that 9, place it on the foundation, and now we are back to doubling the value of our foundation. 9 times 9 is 18, minus 13 is 5, double that 5 is a 10. Next in sequence is the 7, and we are back to the ace, top of the order. We're going to go ahead and replenish that tableau card. No aces in sight, so we'll go back to our stockpile. There's an ace for us. That's going to work out great. 1 times 2 is 2. That's the next card. There we go. We've gotten our 2. What's next? Well, we're going to work on this waste pile a bit until we can come up with a number 4. There it is. Doubling the 4 is an 8. We have it waiting for us on the tableau. I like that very much. We need to double the 8 to 16, and next in the sequence, you can see from my post-it, is 3. Doubling the 3 is a 6. We need a queen next. We have one handy. We need a jack next. Take the 1 from the tableau, and then we can dig into our waste pile and get some of those cards into play. Now that king is not so handy. Remember, that king is dead. It has no value. We cannot use it. Continue to replenish our tableau. We now need a 9. Where's that 9? Very good. We have a 9 ready to go. Next in sequence is a 5. I don't see it. Well, that's the end of that. So that means we need to pick up our waste pile. Do not shuffle them, and we are going to have a redeal. We get 2 of these. So back to the waste pile. We are looking for a 5. Where is that 5? We need it. That is next in line. That is next in the sequence. You're going to blow through some cards. There we go. Now we've got the 5 that we need. Let's double that 5 for a 10. I'm going to grab, if I could just pick up that 10. And then next in line is the 7. And after the 7 is an ace. I don't see it, so let's replenish our tableau with cards from our waste pile. And we will turn to our stockpile to look for that ace. Hopefully the ace is not too far away. Oh, there we are. Now we have an ace. What's next in the sequence? You know it. Double a 1, you're looking for a 2. Oh, it's the second time we've gone through the pile. Okay, we'll pick them up. We will not shuffle, and this is redeal number 2. Looking for a 2. There's our 2. Perfect. Oh, and there's our 4. Excellent. There's another king we don't really need. Another king we don't need. We really need an 8. Looking for an 8 to place on our foundation. We got to double that 4. There we go. Now remember, 8 times 2 is 16. Minus 13 is 3. 3 is the next in the series, followed by the 6. Now we need a queen. Now we need a jack, and now we need a 9. And look, it's waiting for us face up on the waste pile. This is excellent. Well, let's go ahead and take those cards from the waste pile. We'll go ahead and replenish our tableau that way. There's another king, doesn't really help us, although royalty has no value in this game. What's next? What's the next card in the sequence? Oh, there's the 5 that we need. Double the 5 and you're looking for a 10. Go through these cards here. There's a 10. We're getting close here, folks. Next is a 7. I'm hoping we find a 7 next. There's our 7. What's after the 7? We double it for 14. Minus 13 is 1. Hoping for an ace. Do not have it. Oh, and we're out of moves. Not too shabby. We only have 5 cards left. I think that was a very good try. I think it was an excellent round of Double or Nothing. And to our subscriber, Kenny R., I hope you enjoyed the game Double or Nothing, filled with plenty of risk and excitement, as much as I did. It's a great game. It is a lot of fun. It is very winnable. Thank you so much for writing. And, be sure to join us again next time.